what's up guys? It's Kristen here with my November haul, which equals my December TBR. Because I no longer have a TBR pile, whatever I buy in one month is all I have to read for the next. And I actually managed to only buy one book this past month and the rest are from the library. Because I'm sure, as everyone else knows, with this time of year and Christmas coming up, money just seems to fly out of your hands. So I'm trying to keep on a tight budget, and plus I just have no more room left on my shelves. So the first book I have is Perfume, The Story of a Murderer by Patrick Susskind. This is the one book that I did purchase because this cover is just too beautiful. This book is set in 18th century France and follows the main character Jean-Baptiste, who is born with an extraordinary sense of smell. He uses this ability to become a perfumer, but when one day he catches the scent of a beautiful young woman, he becomes completely obsessed and I think takes things a little too far. And I'm pretty sure there was a movie made of it with Ben Whishaw as the main character. It sounds very dark and twisted and creepy, but I'm so excited for it. Next, I have my book club's pick of the month called Halfway to the Grave. It's about the main character Kat, who is a vampire slayer even though she is half vampire herself. Basically, we decided with this time of year being so crazy and hectic that we just all needed a very cheesy vampire book. Then for my non-fiction read of the month, I have Stiff, The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers by Mary Roach. I always love reading non-fiction books about very bizarre topics that you would never think of, like human cadavers. Mary Roach has written a lot of non-fiction, and in this one she's tracing back the history of human cadavers and their uses to science. But apparently it is absolutely hilarious all the way through, so I'm so excited to get to it. I also picked up The Golden Compass. This is the first book in the His Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. This is a very well-loved high fantasy trilogy. It is apparently a coming-of-age story following the two main characters, Lyra and Will, and they go on adventures through a series of parallel universes where there's witches and armored polar bears, apparently. I've always gotten a very Chronicles of Narnia vibe from this, but I could be totally wrong. And it seems so wintry and magical, so perfect for this time of year. Then for my classic read of the month, I have Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. I have had this on my TBR list for the longest time, so I'm so glad I'm finally going to read it. This is obviously a very famous novel about a middle-aged man who becomes obsessed and sexually attracted to a 12-year-old girl. For that reason, of course, it is one of the most controversial novels and the reason that I've been very hesitant to pick it up. And lastly, I picked up this Brothers Grimm collection of fairy tales compiled by Philip Pullman, coincidentally the same author who wrote The Golden Compass. I've never read any fairy tales and I've always meant to, and I love going through this and just picking out random stories because most of them are only a few pages long. And in this edition, after each of the stories, Philip Pullman gives the origin of the story and some of the meanings and the symbolism behind them. So that is it for my November haul / December TBR, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to complete all of these books in the month. I was trying to be realistic with Christmas coming up, and I would love to know if any of you guys have read any of these books already, or what are some of the books that you're planning on reading in the month of December. Please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!